What's up, y'all? What's going on?
Happy Mother's Day!
Happy Mother's Day. To all the mothers out there, Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
What's going on? We're going to give everybody a couple minutes to come on in. We're going to talk about some stuff. Even some international players who want to join the non-medical emergency transportation community.
It's for you.
Yep, so we're going to give y'all a minute. Come on in, baby.
Yeah, well, I'm up here doing some stuff. How's everybody's Mother's Day? How's everybody's Mommy Day?
Yes, Lord. Yeah, we had cooked some salmon and some spaghetti. Well, no, it ain't spaghetti. It's spaghetti noodles.
Oh, it's Rasta pasta.
Rasta pasta.
I just got some of the Rasta.
Rasta pasta.
Yeah.
So that's Rasta pasta.
Let me see what's going on with my phone. Hold on a second.
Yep. So what did everybody do for Mother's Day? Did everybody just get out and about? Did everybody go to sleep? I seen some people on Facebook, some of them just chilled at the house, didn't do nothing out, which I understand. I'm the same way. I would have did the same exact thing. So, you learn these things. But
we don't talk about stuff, Ron.
But yeah,
gonna be.
I wanted to get started and let's talk about some of this stuff. Well, we're going to talk about promoting your business and the do's and don'ts of having capital with your non-medical emergency business to actually sustain you till you get your invoice check from the facilities. Now, one thing we've learned is that I always got to keep cash in between those invoice payments, because the thing is, you never know when they gonna pay you. I mean, they got a 30-day window, but sometimes they pay you a little early. You can't base it upon that. You actually gotta have cash flow available. Now, some people say they use credit cards, and that's cool. But at the end of the day, you gotta pay them too if that check don't come in. Ain't that right, Samantha?
Yep. That's true. So, this is what we're going to talk about today, y'all. I'll talk about something very important. We always talk about other things. We're going to talk about something different. The difference is wanting to do this work. A lot of people say they want to do non-emergency medical transportation. We get people that saying that, hey, send me the link or sign me up. Guess what? They don't want to do the work. Now, we do have a course going on for $67 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Would you believe some people signed up, and then you got some of them didn't sign up, so they are going to sign up. If you're going to be, you have to be serious about this, okay, y'all? This business is very lucrative, but you have to take it serious. There are a lot of things that a lot of people don't know about. And one thing about it is, once you finish our course, we've got mentorship. We can help you, but you got to do the work. Okay?
Yeah, you got to do the work, because like with me, I be having to drive every single day to go make sure these trips are done. And that's another thing too. Everybody's not going to treat your business like you treat it. So that's why it's very important. When you hire people, sometimes it's good not to hire people and to actually do your business yourself, because you save money that way. And on top of that, you don't have to worry about not being able to do the trip or depend on somebody else to do it and they don't show up. And you stuck with having to readjust your whole schedule because they didn't come and take that person to the airport. So, and that's another thing. Another thing I wanted to touch on too are no-show trips. Okay, let me tell y'all something. You do not get paid for those trips. Now, the brokers will not pay y'all. I'm gonna be straight up with you. It don't matter if it's with CareCar, Motive Care, Verida, Meditran. None of them pay you for those trips. Okay, so I want y'all to understand now. That's why it's important to do contract with facilities or private pay. That way, you'll have all your policies established to the point where they know if they don't show up, you will charge them a fee. So that's the thing. We've been trying to teach a lot of people, man, because don't sell yourself short. Please don't.
Yes. And also, y'all, what I want to talk about as well is I need y'all to understand that I need y'all to understand sometimes this is not just about driving. This is about building a legacy, creating freedom, helping people, and changing your family's future. Okay. Some people talk about success all day, every day. Some people watch others win, but the people that level up are the ones willing to do the work. And also, what you have to understand is you have to study. You have to get out of your own way because this industry is growing fast, not just in the US, but also international. Okay. So people everywhere needs healthcare, transportation, and the opportunities are bigger than most people realize. So I just want y'all to know that you have to invest in yourself. That's why I am proud of every student that decide to invest in themselves instead of making excuses. Okay.
Yeah, I actually talked to a guy yesterday on Facebook Messenger. He was saying that he actually took a vehicle and he actually had put money into it to actually get it running and have it basically being able to perform the job of a newer vehicle, but he don't have a note. So, the thing is he doesn't have a note, and then that's part of his overhead so he can save that money and put it towards something else. But he was saying, I told him, just when you're doing any type of transport, man, do a contract so you can actually invoice them the amount that's on the contract. If you don't, they will not pay you what you asking for. And people don't do the honor system. I'm gonna tell you that now, they don't. So that's another thing. But we'll talk about that a little bit, later. But
Yeah. So you want to one thing about I've learned that you have to stop doubting yourself and start learning the business. Your future can change, from one decision to another, but you want to be consistent. You will take your talent more further in transportation if you be consistent. Some people want handouts, winners want knowledge. So you invest in yourself, and now you have to apply the pressure. You can't sit around saying that, hey, I want to do non-emergency medical transportation, but you don't want to do the work. You thinking that it's easy. You're not thinking about you got to have insurances. You got to have marketing material. You got to be able to network with people. You got to talk to people. You got to do all these things for you to be successful in a non-emergency medical transportation. Every success every successful business start with someone taking a chance on themselves. Okay, the people that win are usually the ones who refuse to give up. So you got to understand you don't want to give up. At the end of the day, you're gonna have a lot of doors closed on you, but that one door will open up and it
yes,
will be right for you. Ain't that right, Rhonda? Because sometimes we get doors closed, people like and all this other stuff. But at the end of the
you
day,
gotta be
we're
consistent.
here.
You gotta be consistent, and you actually gotta sell the transport as it's a need.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't understand the big need of actually having that. And a year from now, you can either be proud you started or mad you waited. So you don't want to wait. You don't have to know everything to get started. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Closed mouths don't get contracts. They don't.
Mm-hmm.
Network and introduce yourself, your story, your hustle, your consistent matter. This is bigger than money. This is about freedom and ownership. Every successful business started with somebody taking a chance on themselves. Mm-hmm. The people that win are usually the ones who refuse to give up. And sometimes I be wanting to give up sometimes too. Mm-hmm. But guess what? I still got to keep pushing.
So you can even make, yourself proud when you take advantage of this, y'all. Because I'm not teaching y'all just to, I tell my students, well, I'm not teaching them just for them to make money. I'm teaching them so they can understand how to build something for themselves and their families. Okay. So, like today is Mother's Day. And happy Mother's Day again to everybody. I'm a
Happy
mother of 18 years. My son about to graduate in a couple of weeks from
Woo.
Gulfport High.
Jeez.
So we are so excited about that. So I want him to have a legacy. I want him to be able to say my mommy and daddy left for something. So that's something that I think about all the time. You want to be able to understand that you want your family to be able to, have something to look forward to. So again, y'all, if y'all really, really, really ready and seriously ready for the non-emergency medical transportation, it's only $67 for just 2 days. 1 hour, like an hour, hour and a half for each day. Sometimes I go 2 hours. It depends on how happy and how everybody interact. And most of my students interact, okay? And like I said, it's for 2 days on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And like I said, we get into the nitty gritty on the basis. And then, of course, if you want mentorship, we talk about that too. So, y'all, this business, like we said before, is not just about, doing like making money. Money will come, but you have to have passion. You got to love people. You got to be able to talk to people. Like we said before, closed mouths don't get fed.
And if you're not a compassionate person, this might not be the business for you because you're gonna have to interact with people, and you're gonna be face to face with them every day, especially when you're picking up clients and stuff, and it'll be different ones. Some of them come from the mental wards. I mean, some of them come from dialysis. Some of them come from rehab, and some of them come from being homeless and stuff. We done dealt with all type of clients, and knowing how to handle that situation and handle them as far as transportation, there's a learning curve. So that's another thing. But just don't get into the business thinking you ain't finna work. You finna work.
Yep.
You finna work your butt off. Because I be working every single day when I do these trips, man.
Yep. And that is the honest truth, y'all. So, y'all, this right here, I'm giving out this. We give out gems all the time, which that's what we love doing. So when you come to my school course, you will learn a lot. Okay, you will learn that for the $67. You get 2 days of the training. I will teach you how the non-emergency medical transportation business work, business setup, marketing and finding clients, CEO scripts, professionalism, real information from real experience, not just a theory. Okay. We don't want to give y'all a theory, and it's for 1 hour each day. Like I said, sometimes I may go over. It's for limited time, so I have limited spots for the whole month of May. So y'all, this is very, good for people that want to just kind of think about what if they want to do this business. Yeah. And there's need all over. Me and Ron were just talking about international, like what are they rules? We were just curious about like what is the international rules? And we was talking about like in Dubai, y'all, they are doing some wonderful things in this business. They do a lot of private pay, a lot. And I mean, they are a little stricter or whatever, but
there's a lot of It's a big need over there. Like in these other countries in the world, man, it's a big need. Cause we just find out like, hey, boy, they actually
like Nigeria,
they take it serious too.
Yeah, so y'all, if you want to ever go to Nigeria, that'll be the place to go. But they surely need some help, especially like for Nigeria. They are like it's a huge opportunity there, y'all, for transportation. Most transportation there is privately paid. Healthcare transportation is not as organized as ours. So, that's a gimme. So it can help you. Now in Dubai, what I was talking about, Dubai, they strong focus on private pay, okay? Many are wealthy patients, they pay privately. Medical tourism is huge. Transportation companies often work with hospitals, hotels, and VIP clients. Only thing you need there in Dubai is trade licensing approved from the Dubai Health Authority. Of course, you need commercial vehicles approvals.
Yeah, you gotta have commercial.
You gotta have drivers permit and high quality vehicles and branding. They are very huge on appearances, professionalism, luxurious service, and punctuality. You have to be on time there, or they will cut you loose like it ain't nothing to it but to do.
Another thing too, if anybody getting into the actual business of non-medical emergency, man, some people don't. They get stuck and they don't realize how much work it actually takes to actually operate every day. And it's, one guy asked me about the contracts earlier about an hour ago. He was asking me how to you have to get out there and get in front of people, y'all. No, it ain't gonna work no other way. You gonna have to get out there. You can't do it over the phone. People want to meet you in person. They want to see your personality. They want to see your appearance, your professionalism. They want to see if you got a website. All that's gonna come when they actually see you in person. So
they are very strict. Like right now, what I got on, L. Harper's logo. You normally have on the shirt. I normally wear a regular.
I was doing a little cooking. You know what I'm saying?
We've been trying to do a little cook for Mother's Day.
Cooking. But all seriousness though, man. If anybody doing this business, man, please get out there and network with other local groups, man. Don't sit here and thinking these people are finna contact you. It don't work like that. When you create that LLC and decide you want to do non-medical emergency transport, the ball is in your court right then. You got to go out there. You got to network. You got to hit the ground and actually go to these facilities, man. I'm gonna tell you something. These facilities, one thing about it, they don't know who you are. None of them know who you are. You go up in there, you be like, oh, I'm so and so. They like, I ain't never heard of you. But if you are consistent, and you keep going back there, and then sometimes we had got trips through the broker. Sometimes for facilities we actually tried to contract with, and then they was using us. They were like, how could we get in contact with y'all? I said, well, hey, just we left them contact information, and they called us, and that's another thing. You can use the brokers as a stepping stone to get into those facilities. Remember that, but you can't do it without being in front of those people.
And also, y'all, I had somebody ask me, they in Texas or something, and they was asking about, is getting with a broker a good thing? It can be a good and a bad. The good thing is you'll get a check.
Well, it depends what broker you go to.
It depends on what broker.
Because I know MotorCare pay every 2 weeks, and once you sign up with them, they'll actually have every pay date that you're gonna get paid. They'll have it all listed for the whole month. So and that's another thing with CareCar. I don't know. It's like a 30-day payout. I don't know.
But again, it's good to have that in the business, have that extra income is what I'm saying. But the business can, they don't pay nothing. Let's put it like that.
Yeah, they pay very low.
Those rates are low. For instance, I don't know if they went up because it's been a little while, almost a year.
No. I heard now they don't even have to negotiate with a provider anymore because they have Uber and they have Lyft to fall back on. So if you're not willing to do a trip for $10, no, I'm talking about like A and B, round trip $10, all you getting. If you're not willing to do that, they're not gonna use you, and they're gonna go find another person or another company actually gonna take that. Because I know right now, well as y'all know as I do right now, that gas is up. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna do that for $10.
It's $4.19 or $4.16.
What? Man, look, I was in Jackson. It was $4.19 before. See that? And now y'all starting to see. It's starting to go up now, but they trying to gradually do it. Some of them $3.95, some of them $3.89, but some now $4.19. Now $4.19, y'all imagine now you got to put, if you put $15 in your car, you're getting 3 gallons. What 3 gallons gonna do? But see, that's another thing too. Put in your contract whenever you do any type of facilities or anything like that, put in there that you can raise your prices due to inflation or any type of cause of any type of economic disaster or inflation. Because you got to have that, man, because you ain't gonna be able to raise your rates if you don't have it in the contract.
Yep. And that's something that you have to do because I think MoverCare is like $1.64.
Whoa.
For your miles.
Man.
After you do, like for instance, 6 miles or 13 miles, that's crap.
419. I'm still tripping out this 419 because I seen 419 in Jackson.
Yeah, it's like 416.
The whole metro area was 419. They went back up there Friday.
I seen that today.
And see,
away from Walmart.
And you got to think about people that work in logistics, man. You think about these truck drivers. You think about these carrier people that be like that fuel is going to affect everybody. But in order for you to be in a better position, put in those contracts that you can go up on your rates due to inflation. Okay. So that's another thing I want people to understand. Don't be afraid when you do a contract. Don't be afraid to say, "Well, I don't think they're going to accept this." No. We talking about your business and how you're going to be able to move if you don't put that stuff in there. Now with the broker, that's different. But when you contracting, just like if somebody doing a concert, those musicians put in that contract, they stipulate what they want. They put in there what they want, what they getting paid up front. That's how you got to do it. You think most of the people gonna pay them folks something up front? They be like, "Oh, give me 100,000." Then they be like, "Oh, well, all we can give you is 25." But we didn't have a contract. That's why it's important. I don't care if you're doing a private pay person. You want to make sure you got something in black and white so you can go ahead and charge them. If they don't show up or they change their mind, non-refundable. Because guess what? You made it out there. They change their mind. My gas has still got to be compensated for.
Yep. Because guess what? You've been made that whole trip. And
then you done waste that whole day.
And you waste that, and that money gone. Because guess what? They'll say, then it's from some of these brokers. They'll say something like, you've been drove an hour up there. An hour now. We had that time. You drive a whole freaking hour.
Hour up there, and they get up there and change their mind. Then what killed me is that they called Motorcare and told them they canceled. But Motorcare didn't call us. And I'm over there looking like, we don't pay for deadhead miles. We know you don't. But see, what we started doing is if we can't get in contact with the client, we do that the day of we'll do it the day before, and then we'll do it the day of, and then if they don't answer the phone, I don't go out there because you know why? Because if you don't answer the phone, you don't have any contact with that person, then that's considered pretty much a no-show because the simple fact that, but with Motorcare, they want you to go to the property. I'm not going to go to no property if these people not answer the phone. I got to confirm everything before I actually go out. Yep. And people not understanding.
Motorcare don't care. If you ain't go out there, guess what? You'll get dinged for that.
You sure will. They be like, well, we're going to have to, then they'll stop sending you trips.
That's why we say that the NEMT business is not a get-rich-quick business. This industry takes work, patience, professionalism. You have to be consistent.
Grinding.
Some days you're going to feel tired. Some days things may not go as planned. But the people who stay consistent are the ones who build a business.
Man, let me tell you something. I drove in the rain Friday. You hear me?
Don't give up.
Hey, yeah, don't give up, man, because every time there's a shift in the economy, people tend to give up. No, don't give up. Just pivot. Pivot. Go to a whole nother branch. Like with us, we don't do more. We
got a nonprofit almost ready.
Yeah, we're waiting on that nonprofit, y'all. We're waiting on the IRS to send us that letter.
That's a pivot.
Yep. And another thing too.
Teach classes. That's a pivot.
Yep. Teach classes. We teach people.
Everybody don't need to teach because some people can't teach worth a damn.
And the stuff we teach the students, we actually been through that stuff, man. I'm telling you, we've been through a lot of that stuff. Especially like when we first started, we had we learned not to hire a lot of folks. I'm gonna say that again. Not to hire a lot of people. Tell y'all something. Boy, look, if you have one person and they do one trip that day, you've been to pay them whole 8 hours, and they only did one trip. And it's like, okay, and then when you don't
have to do it that way.
No, you don't.
You know, like if you know you ain't got that many on that list, and they the person and you have to watch these employees too. Because if you've been told them if you've been told them to come in at 10 because they got to drive to so and so, they've been to come in at 8 o'clock. I didn't know my time. Well, baby, you don't clock in. And God told you at 10 o'clock. Now, If the person appointment is at 10, then yes, 8 o'clock is fine. Because
I have to clock in too. Because that's why I got home base. Because I got to clock in every time, and home base keep up with the schedule.
And I'm finna have I get ready to hire a lady to do our payroll because make sure he get paid on time.
That's important too. Payroll, y'all. We're gonna talk about that for a minute.
We ain't gonna talk about
look.
It's Mother's Day.
Well, we know it's Mother's Day, but as far as payroll, the IRS got a little thing over here with these S corps that you got to pay yourself something. So y'all make sure you pay yourself something on paper. Please do that.
And it's important to me when you do an S corp, simply because, like, especially when you make a certain amount, you want to make sure that you're paying yourself. So when it's time for you to get a W-2 and you're able to, you may want to buy a house, car, whatever.
Yeah, you use that as a secondary income, like you're working 2 jobs.
Well, it ain't.
That's how we know.
Yeah, so that's what you can do.
And another thing too. No, I'm just saying every time, but in all seriousness though, if anybody make sure you got some money put back for your expenses like gas. Don't just blow all your money. I see some people they be running out here trying to get out. I'm like, man, don't do that. Or go get $100,000 vehicle to operate. I guarantee that note is over $1,000. You understand what I'm saying? And if you ain't making $1,000 or you're not making no money for that day, you gotta look at all your expenses now. If you're not making no money for each day, that you slowly getting that $1,000 you can pay for at the end of the month.
Yep.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Yeah, if y'all got any questions, y'all can just put it in the comment section. We'll answer better our ability.
Or if you want to come in and talk with us, that's fine. We only got about 4 minutes, so we're gonna
4 minutes. 4-minute warning.
I want to eat this wonderful dinner that he prepared for us.
Yeah, that 400. That 4-minute warning, y'all. But now, but I mean, you gotta. But when y'all get into this business, man, you gotta take it serious, man. I'll tell you, there's so many people that's trying to get out here. They trying to get all these fleets of cars. Let me tell you something. I know people because of that gas right now. They down to 1 or 2 vehicles. They had 18. So I mean, it's just what it is. You gotta adjust. Like if you're not using them vehicles and you're not getting enough trips to have all those vehicles, put them to the side, or you can sell them. Most people are selling off their fleet.
Well, we had a lady that have 50. We talked to a lady that had 50
vehicles, man.
Since the gas price and everything has changed, she's down to 12.
And also too, get you some fuel efficient vehicles, especially since now I know a lot of people have the bigger vehicles because you can fit more people, but it'll be more efficient to have like a mid-size vehicle. Like we got a mid-size vehicle and we got an actual sedan too, and that. Thank God that Toyota saves gas. Thank you, boy. Look, clock it, boy. You hear me? What I'm saying? That mother saves some gas, baby. I'm talking about put. You fill it up, it's gonna last a whole week. That's to and from out of town. You hear me?
Yeah.
So, but that's why I'm saying, don't just go out here and get these electric vehicle things, man. I'm gonna tell you something. You gotta go to the client, and then that thing ain't charged. Get what? You gotta sit there 40 minutes. That client say, "Wait a minute, my appointment at 9." Get what's gonna happen to you? They're not going to use you no more. They're going to call the broker or whoever. Do not send that person back out here to actually transport me because they didn't come pick me up. They don't want to hear the excuse because I'm going to tell you something. Some of these doctors, if you ain't there early or 15 minutes after, they are rescheduled the whole appointment.
Yep.
And guess who suffers? That client.
And we had a client that I was talking to about a good 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted to use just our services. And I was just telling him, I just said, well, we don't go up there. I think it's in Perk or whatever.
No, it was up there about somewhere outside of Hattiesburg.
Or whatever. It was outside. Well, it was up in the country. In the rural area.
It was in the rural. It was about 3 hours out of Jackson.
No.
It wasn't 3 hours?
I ain't talking about that one. No,
I'm
talking about that was a private play club.
Oh, not him?
He up in there in New Albany?
New Iberia, something like that. It was something, I don't know, Inabine or something. I don't know what it is. But
anyway, so it was way out there. It's 3 hours after Jackson.
So
we was gonna have to go like 3 hours. They take us 3 hours. It's gonna be 6 hours to drive up there.
Yeah.
And then his appointment is in Jackson. So we weren't gonna be able to go on there and be able to go back and forth. we was gonna have to stay.
But we was looking at the expenses too, because we're gonna have to spend gas getting him there. We're gonna spend gas getting up there, and then we're gonna have to get a hotel room for like what 2 days, 3 days, something like that.
And then the appointment was Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
And I mean, it totaled about how much it was about.
It was gonna be some thousands.
But yeah, it was gonna be some thousands because he was willing to pay it too. Yeah. And that's why I be telling y'all, don't think people won't pay for good service, man. That man heard of us.
I even asked him. I said, well, they got transportation business up there. He said,
he didn't want to use them. He wanted to use us.
I said, now we're coming from Gulfport. He said, I'm good with logistics. And I understand, and I'm good with mail. So I just said, okay, well, so I had to really turn it down because we were gonna have to have somebody here. I didn't want him going there by himself, driving to and from, and his eyes all bloodshot red,
like this,
about to be knocked out, or whatever.
but we told him how much the price was gonna be. It was gonna be about $3,000. He didn't care. He didn't care. He really didn't. People will pay good service, y'all. I'm telling y'all. But sometimes if you don't have, I'd rather give it to somebody else that's gonna be able to do it rather than try to just hold somebody there and they were like, I'll do it, and then I change my mind. We don't do that. We'll pass it. We'll pass it on to somebody else that's in that area, or we'll pass it on to somebody who's able to go up
now, if we had some reliable people that actually would go work, then I don't mind giving letting them take care of here while we go up there. But when you don't have reliable people, that that is something that you can't just do.
Yeah, you can find customers like that, Mr. Antoine. Like with us, we got a website. Then we go on the NPI National Provider database, and it's all about just promoting yourself, man. Promote yourself on social media. Just have your website. Make sure you network your website so people that's actually listening can go to your website.
Yeah.
And be able to book you then. But I'm telling you, man, we had people call up. We were like,
we get clients like from all over when they use our services. And honestly, when you're having, like when we were gonna do that client that was up there, I can tell you now, I said I wish I had more like them.
HomeLink. HomeLink is good. They are they're a workman's comp company.
They do net 30.
Net 30.
Sometimes they go, it may be net 45, net 60.
But you can negotiate when they send you a contract. When they send you something, because when they send you a contract, it's already got the pay they're going to pay you. You can be like, no, this is not feasible. And sometimes they'll be to the point where they're desperate. They'll be like, you know what, they're going to pay them. We can't find nobody else. Nobody's going to transport for that low. They ain't no. Yeah.
Yep. So that's something, but they okay though.
Yeah.
But like if anybody want to learn more about this business or if you just want a mentor, we have some people that's already in the transportation business. And you want a mentor, please DM us. I'm running a Mother's Day special for new mentees, and it's only for $347. And I do we do a payment plan. Y'all better come on because come after the 11th, prices go up.
So, Mr. Ingram, you said they sent you a contract. How far did you have to dry out just to go out there to?
No, he just said they sent a contract. Did they actually send you a patient?
Did they send you a patient contract, or did they actually send you a contract with them as a provider? Because but HomeLink they're pretty good, man, and you pretty much can get some trips out of them, and most of their trips be far. Okay, can we make payments for the course along the? Hold on one second. This slow connection thing keep popping up. I don't know. Payments the long way with the course. She said, "Yeah, you can. Yes, ma'am."
If you want the price as it is, as long as you make a deposit today, and then you will be in the cut. Our next class starts tomorrow.
Hey, congratulations, Mr. Ingram. You say you became a provider contractor with HomeLink. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, put the link in there.
Well, I'm gonna put the link when the live is over. When y'all go back and watch the live, I have the link on there where y'all can actually go sign up for the courses.
That's why I put it already.
Yep. So where
you see the link in up there.
Yeah.
They got to click. Yep. So and that helps as well. But like I said, we're here to help people. We're here to learn. We learn a lot of stuff, and whatever we learn, we give to y'all. And also, y'all, if y'all go to one of our pages, you'll see our mini commercial.
Yeah, WX.
Yep, and we're gonna be airing that. They're gonna finish up everything by June sometime.
Yeah, we gotta finalize it and everything.
Yeah,
so.
Once everything finalized, y'all will be seeing us on national TV.
Yep. And anybody want to sign up for the courses, go to $67. That's a 2-day course, and then we have the mentorship, of course.
Yeah. If you want to go deep up into it, you can do the other 4-week course, which is $347. And then right now it's $247. It's a Mother's Day special, $247.
Mother's Day.
Oh, mama.
Yep.
So then if you want the mentorship added on there, you can just let us know. And that's for a full year for the mentorship.
Yep.
And we give you all the tricks and everything that you need.
And all the templates, all the contract information.
I got to send out my students, they certificates, the ones that pass. Yep. And you can look on my Facebook page, Samantha Harper, and you will see some of our reviews and our wonderful certificates.
Now, if anyone want to sign up for the course, May 12th and May 11th, that's for the full 4-week one. Go to L Harper. They didn't go to lharperactransport.com and sign up if they want to join before May 11th and May 12th.
For the rest
yes. No, the 4-week course is you know what I'm saying? It's on Mondays, Wednesdays. Yes. So if y'all want to sign up for either one of those, we got a whole list. Go to lharperactransport.com and click the link tree to see the online courses we offer.
Yep. So thank y'all so much.
And happy Mother's Day again, y'all.
Miss Lady Kim, if you would like to call me, my phone number is, or anybody that want to talk more about the course, is 228-760-0928. That's 228-760-0928. You can text me and if you have any kind of questions. Other than that, thank y'all so much for joining us. We'll be here again on next Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good one. Bye.
See y'all later.